Take two. I am gonna be talking about the first episode of. Granted, they released it all because it's Netflix. The full episode, the first episode on Ginny and Georgia. It seems like it could be really good. I get the Ginny character is a teen, but she's really annoying. Like her friend Maxine makes me want to roll my eyes, but realistically I would have been friends with someone like that in high school and like in real life, because you know they would help me feel better when I need to feel better. Ginny is already getting in some messy things like as soon as she gets into town, like mother like daughter, except she can't seem to understand that her mom has a really like interesting past, only because she had to have an interesting past, and Ginny is making herself have an interesting past, and she doesn't need to have one. Also, her mom's name is Georgia, but her real name, oh my god, did I get their names mixed up? No. However, I think I did get them. However, in one part when her mom has the flashback, somebody says Mary. So her real name is Mary. And maybe Georgia is where she got settled in at and started to build somewhat of a stable life. But Mary was her birth name, her God-given name. So we start off with, you know, someone informing Ginny that her stepdad has died in a crash. That they kind of allude to at the end of the episode, that I think her mom kind of had something to do with it, because she kind of knew he was touching her daughter. And I mean, she knew he was touching her daughter in like an inappropriate way. At least that's what they were kind of alluding to. That's how I thought it was. Anyways, so her mom has a tragic beginning. They start off Ginny's life, and not her life, but at this point in her life, like the way they introduce her, like in a tragic way. Stepdad dies in an accident, they have to move again. And like the beginning song that they play, I think when the stepdad, when they say, oh, the stepdad has died, I thought the song was gross. And the southern accent like that they all play in like movies, like, or shows in this case, Ginny and Georgia, Beautiful Creatures, they both have the same like southern accent, and it's kind of annoying because not particularly all of us sound like that. Granted, if you're from Texas or maybe Georgia, you'll kind of sound like that, but like anywhere else, like in the southern hemisphere, you don't exactly sound like that. Granted, it could sound like I'm trying not to sound like that, but yeah. And so yeah, I don't know if I'll use this one or this one. But yeah, Hollywood, Netflix in general, just have this weird thing of making, anytime someone has a southern accent, they always sound like it's a heavy southern accent. Almost annoying. Like the movie Beautiful Creatures, I rolled my eyes because I was like, ew. And it was supposed to be South Carolina. We don't sound like that. I was like, ew, gross, what is this? Like they all have that heavy, weird southern twang. It's but I think the show would be pretty good. I liked the first episode. However, Ginny is really gonna get on my nerves because her mom is trying her best and she's like, Mom, you suck. It's like, girl. Also, the racially ambiguous thing we have going on here. Like, I know they've been doing this for like a while, but like it's always some type of racially ambiguous person in there somewhere. It's kind of annoying. Also, guy that played Sav off Degrassi plays the owner of this cafe place. There's always a Joe. It's interesting. And yeah, he's in it. Also, the guy that plays the mayor guy that Ginny's mom is kind of interested in, but she kind of just needs a job because her funds have technically been frozen because the ex-wife of the guy that she married, that was the stepdad to her kids, I think she was just with him for his money. Granted, she probably was, but sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. I don't know. Tell me. Ginny is being real reckless out here. Like, I already made that statement, but she's being real reckless. She kissed the neighbor on a whim. She doesn't like really know him. And then she's like, when his girlfriend picks him up, she's like, oh, I just kissed a guy that has a girlfriend. And then she's like upset when he comes in her window. Instead of telling him to leave and scream for her mom, she says, you know what, I'm gonna kiss him back. He kisses her, things get to moving, and then it's the most lackluster build up to, I don't know if I should be like mystified at this, but teens having intercourse. Like, come on now. I was like, I'm like, he's not even that cute. And then she gets upset that he just drops out of the window. What did you think? This is gonna be some romantic movie? He's a teen, you're a teen. It was not gonna be that great. And I need to get another one of these. And then do it. Yeah, it did it. Stop brightening me up. Focus. Okay, and like, or this one. Nah, I don't like that one. And like, you know, Ginny gets upset that, gosh, what's that kid's name? Marcus. That Marcus is like, you know, I have a girlfriend, let's just keep this between us. You thought he was a good guy? Granted, there's always a good character arc by the end of the season, but you thought he was a good guy? Girl. He swooped in your window, kissed you, had intercourse. I don't want to say the other word because, I mean, I'm not like big or anything, but I don't want to get like in trouble. He kissed you, had intercourse, and then said, keep this between us. And then you're upset. Rightfully so, but then you're upset and surprised that he wants to keep it between you. What? And then after he does that, the next day she's like, you know what, I think I finally understand where my mom is coming from. Like, obviously you didn't beforehand. You're just like, oh, she's my mom. Also, they moved from Texas to Massachusetts. She's like, wow, the racism, I thought it was going to leave. No, it's literally everywhere. Everywhere. It's very odd how they all have the same dumb mindset and are all built like pork belly pigs. And have the mindset of a newborn baby. Newborn babies aren't stupid though. Not what I mean. But you get the point. Underdeveloped. It's just, ugh. It's everywhere. And on Jenny's first day of class, she's like, I kind of forgot I was doing this. She's like, you know what? I'm gonna show this teacher up. I'm like, wow. She's kind of doing the most. Like, my name's Ginny, and I'm doing the most. Which is, it just felt like she was doing the most. She's like, you know what, I remember the curriculum. She's like, it's with a lot of white men, and I frankly think I need representation, and you know, I just don't want my growth to be stunted intellectually. Like, basically that's what she says. And I'm like, okay. I think I would have just rolled my eyes. Like, realistically, if I was in that class, I would have rolled my eyes. Like, girl, you doing the most. You know, I just don't want my growth stunted. Okay. Weird. And like, and then Maxine becomes her friend in that scene. And it's like, sticks up for her, essentially. And she, Maxine invites her to lunch. And she's like, really kind of hyper. It's kind of annoying. Like, that's her character. Hyper. And, like, you know, extremely annoying. And not like in a, oh, okay, this is my friend. Boy. No! I can't find my foundation. And that is depressing because I don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. I'm forever hiding stuff from myself. It's great. And from that part, you know, Ginny finds out that dang, I wrote it down. Oh, the guy that has a crush on her because she's racially ambiguous and pretty and spicy, takes her out on a date. He drives a Porsche because that's what you need to give a teenager, a Porsche, because they're super reliable, right? Wait, no, that's not his name. It's something else. I forgot. I wrote it down, but I forgot. It's only the first episode. Cut me some slack. So she goes out on a date with the guy that's in Maxine's friend group that, you know, is in the same class, English class as them. So he was like infatuated, like, ooh, she's spicy. Like, boy, calm down. He drives a Porsche, so he has money. Instead, she low-key kind of F's that up. It's like, you know what? I still have a thing for Marcus, who has a girlfriend. So it doesn't matter. Like, granted, no, actually, just kidding. I was gonna say I thought the same when I was 15, 16. I didn't. My thought process was, all these dudes are trash. They're all terrible. None of them are like really that good, and none of them were that good. You have to know that. Some of them aren't that good. They're just trying to use you, and they think you're stupid enough to fall for it. Don't be. So yeah, Ginny goes out on a date with the guy. Don't remember his name. And don't worry, he'll be around because he's in the friend group. And yeah, he like takes her out. They almost kiss in front of Ginny's mom. Oh dang, I put that up too high. But then they don't. It's just kind of awkward. No usual teen things. And but she kissed Marcus without hesitation. But that guy, she doesn't kiss. And dang, I feel like when he finds that out what happened between her and Marcus, he's for sure gonna call her a slut. Like, he's nice, but he has money. And sometimes when nice dudes have a lot of money at a young age, they and a girl that they're interested in, they end up calling her slut or something. And yeah, so they go on a date. Georgia's like, not Georgia, dang, that's her mom. Ginny ends up being super embarrassed that her mom watched her, and she was outside with the other mom smoking a little bit of activities. And so they do that. They hang out outside. Georgia and her new friend. Dang, do I really want to use that? No, I don't want to use that. So I'm gonna use this palette. Oh my god, that's the one I picked up? Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. That was a mistake. Also, in the class, when they were talking about the white male thing, I was like, oh, are we pandering to an audience now? I love when we do that. It's like not weird at all. Pandering to an audience is my favorite thing. Stay tuned for more. It's not. It's so just. I don't like it. I don't. It's just. Racially ambiguous girl, single mom. Racially ambiguous girl stands up to white teacher. It just seems kind of. Ugh. I don't know how to put it, but it's just kind of annoying. And so yeah, Marcus sucks. Ginny is stupid. Well, she's a teen. Ginny is stupid. Like, girl, can you think a little bit just better? Like, I know it's supposed to be like a teen perspective, but I frankly just, you know, thought a little bit differently. Like, hey, this dude is trash, trying to use me. Don't fall for it. Granted, everyone has heartbreak. You kind of can't avoid it. But like, come on now, look at that haircut. I should tell you everything. Granted, you shouldn't judge a guy by his haircut, but sometimes you have to. So, is everyone using their stimulus correctly? I know I didn't really. I bought a speaker. Anyone care to explain to me why I bought a speaker? It is a nice addition, but I live in an apartment, not a house. So it's, I can't necessarily play it how I want to without getting the cops called on me, and we want this night to end well. This is when the lighting is at like the best because it's nighttime. Daytime, I don't have daytime light running into me, and it's annoying. Actually, yeah, we're gonna go purple today because I'm feeling like a purple mood. Yeah, straight purple. I'm not even putting it on a brown. Forget it. Night owl is literally something I think I am. I can't even do things in the daytime. It's weird. I can't do it. Also, in some of the flashbacks, it's kind of alluding to Ginny being assaulted by her stepdad, because he was like trying to help her with her form because yoga, but then his hand kept going lower and a little bit too lower. It eventually stopped, but I think her mom saw something, and then, you know, she wanted to get out of it with money, so she like poisoned his smoothie and made him have a heart attack so he could crash and die. I think that her mom saw it and was like, I gotta get out of this, but with money. Probably won't find it out until like later. That's why she's always freaking out about the cops. Well, that's part of the reason why she's freaking out about the cops, I think. And I don't know, because the mom had to pick up on that because it's a mom. Or Georgia, not Georgia, jeez. I hate how similar their names are. It's kind of annoying. And Ginny probably like kind of told her, and she's like, oh no, honey, it's all right. And then, you know, next week he ends up, you know, out. Like, I know. I think that, you know, because it like panned and like the mom was like in the background. Like, so I think that's what happened. Hunter. I wrote it down. Thank God I looked down. Hunter is the guy that Ginny went on a date with that drives a Porsche. I think if he finds out that she kissed Marcus, Maxine's brother, he's for sure gonna call her a slut. He drives a Porsche at a super young age. I think he's gonna call her a slut. Something not nice. I hate this purple shimmer. Sucks. Oh my gosh. So yeah. Do I have eyeliner open and ready? Or do I not? That's a lip pencil. That's not an eyeliner. I need it to be an eyeliner, but it's not. And like her friend character, kind of annoying. I probably already said that, but kind of annoying. And the fact that she's so like bouncy is making me wanna like, I don't know. Oh, freak. And I'm so sorry if you hear something in the background, but it's a loud people. It would be my great neighbors. So yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna find out about the Marcus and Ginny thing for like, not Marcus, yeah, Marcus and Ginny thing for like a while. I think I did this last time. Did I? Nope, I didn't. And if I did, I'm talking about something different, so it doesn't even matter. Ha! Ha ha ha. That doesn't make any sense. And her mom has to get a job because, you know, she gotta get groceries because the stepdad left money to her and the kids, but the ex-wife is fighting her on it because she thinks she's just a gold digger, which I think she was. Because come on now, the way that he died all of a sudden when he was just healthy, suspicious. Very simply, like most girls in real life will pick him or try and get after him, but through revenge. Not even pick oh my god, I wrote it down. Where's it at? Hunter. She won't pick Hunter for sure. She will pick Marcus and be like, he's gonna be with me one day because we had a thing. Even though he is dodging her and keeping her under the inconspicuously, she's gonna be like, yeah, I think he's it for me. I just realistically, that's how some girls be doing it. It's like kind of annoying. And oh gosh. Yeah, I think that's how it's gonna go. I think that was all I wrote. Yeah, that was all I had in my notes. Depressing. Because I was trying to watch the show genuinely, but then also keep enough notes at the same time. But it does seem like it would be good. It just kind of feels like Bridgerton is just overhyped and like it's mostly just about sex. Like, this is Ginny in Georgia. Bridgerton is like down here. Like, I just think it's kind of overhyped. Granted, it may not be overhyped. It's kind of good. So yeah, that would be it. And next week, unless I kill this one too, I'll have out another one on episode 2. I wish I could keep going and just watch it, but with my attention span, I have to go one at a time, because if not, I'll stop midway through and will not return. Like with the Selena show, which was completely and totally a money grab. Anyways, thanks for watching, and like and subscribe for more. I'm smiling, promise. It doesn't really reach my eyes because internally I'm not. It's fine. Deuces.